Hi everybody, it's Danielle from Haverford Township Free Library and welcome to this week's Pajama Storytime. I have two brand new books to share with you tonight, so I hope you really like them. But first, let's get started with our opening song. Ready? Do you guys remember it? Because there's some clapping and there's some stomping and there's some shh. Do you guys remember it? I think you do. If you don't, just follow along. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you want to read a book, stomp your feet. If you want to read a book, say shh. If you want to read a book, say shh. If you want to read a book, listen up and take a look. If you want to read a book, say shh. Perfect! Are you guys ready for our first book? It's brand new to me. This is Extraordinary Ordinary Ella. And this is by Luciano Navarro Powell. Oh, that's the illustrator. It is written by Amber Hendricks. Extraordinary Ordinary Ella. Ella was extraordinary. Extraordinarily ordinary, that is. Her sister Carmen floated gracefully across the stage. Ella tumbled over her toes. There she goes there, tumbling. Her cousin Kenji played piano with precision. Ella discovered a new range of sound. Ew, it doesn't look like it's that pleasant of a sound based on her cousin's reaction. The cat looks a little alarmed too. Her best friend Maria whipped up decadent delights. Ooh, look at that delicious cake and those cupcakes. But Ella whipped up a kitchen catastrophe. Kind of what my kitchen looks like after I'm done cooking or baking. It seemed like everyone at school had a talent. Everyone except Ella. Her singing was shrill, her laps came in last, her poetry lacked pizzazz, and Ella was a terrible speller. The worst. She even spelled worst wrong down there. No matter how hard she tried, Ella was just Ella. Extraordinarily, boringly, ordinary Ella. One day, Mrs. Almazan made an announcement. The school was hosting a talent show. Ella traced the shiny ribbons. This was her chance. See, the announcement says, first annual school talent show. Best act wins prizes. First rehearsal, Monday. But she needed something big to prove that she was extraordinary too. Tightrope walking? Too scary. Synchronized swimming? Too wet. Lion taming? Ella wondered if she could borrow Mrs. Beasley's cat on such short notice. On the first day of rehearsals, Ella practiced pirouettes. Her ribbon dipped and darted, fluttered and twirled. Ella was feeling pretty good about her routine until... well, it looks like she was tripping again. But when Carmen's ballet slipper tore, Ella's ribbon was just the right fit. So she helped her sister Carmen repair her ballet slipper with her ribbon. The next day, Ella attempted juggling. Her balls flipped and flew, circled and soared. Ella was getting the hang of it until plonk, 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 plonk. They all landed right on her head. But when Luke's dog Muffin played tug-of-war with Cal's magic wand, Ella's ball was a tempting trade. So, since she couldn't juggle, she gave the balls to the little dog. Ella tried talent after talent after talent, but nothing fit. Look at all the different things she's trying. They're just not going right. On the last day of rehearsals, Ella still didn't have an act. Kenji began practicing Ella's favorite song, and she sang softly along. But when Kenji was too nervous to remember the tune, Ella sang louder. Muffin howled, and her friends covered their ears, but Kenji giggled so hard he forgot about his stage fright. Finally, the day of the big show arrived. Everyone was ready. Everyone except Ella. She had been so busy helping her friends that she still didn't have an act for the show. Oh no, what is she gonna do? Ella's friends took the stage. Ella wished she was a magician like Cal, or a dancer like Carmen, or a musician like Kenji. But without a talent, she was still plain, ordinary Ella. Afterwards, when Ms. Almazan announced the winners, the audience clapped wildly, and Ella cheered loudest of all. But the show wasn't over yet. For extraordinary acts of kindness and a real talent for helping others, Miss Almazan said, our winners would like to say a special thank you to Ella! Oh, look at her. She looks very surprised. The audience burst into applause. Ella couldn't believe her ears. Kindness? Helping others? That was just ordinary. That was just Ella. Maybe being ordinary wasn't so bad after all. Extraordinarily ordinary, that is. The end. That was Extraordinary Ordinary Ella by Amber Hendricks. See, you never know where your talents lie. You may think you have no talent, you're not good at anything, but other people can see what you can't see in yourself. Let's do a song before our next book. What do you think we should do? What song haven't we done in a while? I know we haven't done Sticky Bubblegum in a long time. So I'm gonna take my bubblegum from behind my ear where I usually keep it. It's been back there for a while because we haven't done this song, so it's probably pretty stale. I'm gonna pop it in my mouth. So if you have some bubblegum, well, that's just really stale. Find wherever you keep your imaginary bubblegum, pop it in your mouth, and let's chew it up until it's nice and soft and squishy. Okay. Or if we haven't done this song before, what we do is we blow a really big bubble with our gum, and then we pop it. And things get pretty sticky. Ready? Alright, let's blow a bubble. Now I have bubblegum all over my hands. Ew, that's pretty gross. Okay, well, this is called the Sticky Bubblegum song for a reason, right? So now we have sticky bubblegum all over our hands, and now we can do the song properly. Ready? Sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum, 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 sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum, sticking our hands to our head. Oh, that wasn't such a good idea, because we have sticky bubblegum on our hands, and now our hands are stuck to our head. All right, when we pull our hands off of our head, it's probably gonna hurt a little bit because it's gonna pull our hair, but we're gonna do it really quick like a Band-Aid on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3, unstick! Ow! Oh! Ow! Ew! Oh! Oh! Now we have hair stuck to the bubblegum on our hands. That's even grosser than before. But okay, we can keep going. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum, sticking our hands to our face.
Oh, well, that wasn't such a good idea either, because now we have bubblegum stuck to our face. And, we're gonna have to unstick because we're gonna need our hands eventually. So, okay, we're gonna unstick on the count of 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Ow!
Oh, okay. Ew, ew. All right, now we have bubblegum and hair stuck to our face. Okay, along with the bubblegum and hair that's stuck to our hands. This is getting kind of gross and messy, but I think we can keep going. Ready? Sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum, bubblegum, bubblegum. Sticky, sticky, sticky bubblegum, sticking our hand to somebody else's hand. Oh, I don't have anybody else here with me, but if you have somebody else there with you, stick your hand to somebody else's hand like this. All right. It's really not a good idea to do that either. Either, you know, with yourself or with somebody else, because, well, now my hands are stuck together, and now your hand is stuck to somebody else's hand, and that's really gross and unsanitary, and that's how germs spread, guys. So let's unstick, okay? And we'll do it really quick on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, my hands are stuck together. I'm gonna try it again. 1, 2, 3. Okay. All right. This is getting a little too messy, so I think we need to quit here. Let's try to get the bubble gum off our hands, because now we have bubble gum and hair stuck to our hands and our face and our head. And it's getting a little too gross. It's under my nails. Ew, 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 ew. It's really grossing me out. Ew, get it off your face. Get it off your face. Here, you got some on your face there, and you got some in your hair. You got some in your hair. You got to pull that out too. Ew, ew, you're probably going to need to cut, I'm probably going to need to cut that out there. Ew. Oh, oh, oh. It's on my lap. Oh, ew, ew, ew. Okay. That was gross. Let's do something a little less gross. Let's read another book. I have another new one here, and I think it's really cute, and I hope you do too. This is Help Wanted, Must Love Books. And this is by Janet Summer Johnson with art by Courtney Dawson. Help Wanted, Must Love Books. I know I love books, so maybe I can apply for whatever that help is that she needs. Let's see. Unlike most kids, Shaylee loved bedtime. She'd shimmy into her PJs, brush her sparkling smile, then raid the bookshelf for the perfect bedtime story. Her dad would squish into the rocker with her, and they'd read until her eyelids refused to stay open. This arrangement worked perfectly. Until her dad got a new job. There he is. So tired, he's sleeping on the couch. Busy working there, busy on the phone. Finally, Shaylee reached her limit. "You're fired," she announced. She put up a job notice first thing the next morning. Help wanted. Bedtime storyteller. Must love books. Apply within. Interviews begin promptly at 6:30 p.m. And began interviews shortly before bedtime. Whoa. A lot of people showed up. Do any of them look familiar? The fierce competition scared off the first 3 applicants. Does that look like the 3 little pigs and the big bad wolf? The next applicant brought along her 7 bodyguards, which was fine until Shaylee offered them snacks. "Don't eat that! It's the Wicked Queen in disguise!" I think that might be Snow White and her 7 dwarves. Shirley refused to interview any other applicants that night. Before going to bed, she added a line to her job notice. Individual applicants only. The next night, the first applicant seemed delightful. Run as fast as you can! Until he ran away with the book, because he's the gingerbread man.
Fee, fi, fo, fum. I hear the yawn of a tired one.
Shirley refused to come out from under the bed to interview applicant number 2, because he was a giant. In the morning, Shirley changed her sign again. Human applicants only. At the next interview, Shirley's ears pricked right up. The applicant could spin tales that kept her on pins and needles. She was just about to offer the job when the woman zonked out mid-sentence. I think that's Sleeping Beauty. The second girl was very particular about where she would sit. This chair is too hard. This beanbag is too soft. This bed is just right. Shh. Who do you think that is? Goldilocks, right? So she added something else to her application. Must be able to stay awake past 8 p.m. Shirley had low expectations for the next round, but the first applicant had a very impressive resume. Her voice was musical, she could stay up past midnight, and she was obviously human. The two of them had a ball until Shirley noticed the sooty fingerprints all over her favorite book. Do you know who that one is? That's Cinderella. The second applicant hooked her right away. His storytelling gave her goosebumps, as did the gunk between his teeth. So she added, solid hygiene skills required. I think that was Captain Hook from Peter Pan. Shirley despaired of ever finding a replacement for her dad, until one final job seeker showed up. He looked kind of familiar, and his voice was just right. Best of all, he smelled like strawberries and chocolate chip cookies. So Shirley offered him the job. On one condition. Off limits during bedtime stories. So no phone, no computer, no workbooks. The end. And if you check out this book, you can read all the resumes from the different characters. There's a resume for Pinocchio and Robin Hood and Tinkerbell and the Frog Prince. That was really cute. Help wanted Must Love Books by Janet Summer Johnson. So, these were 2 longer books now for this story time. You guys are probably pretty tired and ready to get snuggly to go to sleep, right? I think you are. I think it's time for our silly lullaby. So grab your stuffed animal or your pillow or your blanket or your grown-up or your sibling or give yourself a big snuggly hug and let's get ready for our silly lullaby. Ready? And we go like this. Go to sleep, my zoodle, my fibbledy-fitsy-foo. Go to sleep, sweet noodle, it's time to say achoo. The chicken's in the bathtub, the closet full of sheep, bah. The sneakers in the freezer are drifting off to sleep. Go to sleep, my zoodle, my fibbledy-fitsy-foo. Go to sleep, sweet noodle, the owl was whispering, moo. And with that, we say goodnight. And thank you so much for joining me for Pajama Storytime. Come into the library to get some books or just come in to say hi. We miss seeing you guys. I will see you here next week, same time. Bye for now.